why eXp Realty was the right move for me. Hey guys, this is Brandon DeVere. Just wanted to reach out and share this quick story with you about why eXp was the right thing for me at the time, 3.5 years ago, and why it continues to be the best move that I've ever made for my business and my career. So I just want to share this quick story with you. Here it goes.
It happened right there. So with your permission, I'd like to share a little story with you about why I'm so passionate about what I do and why I have aligned myself with the company that I've aligned myself with. So I'm gonna go and just tell you a brief little story about what happened and how by this alignment is I've been helped and I've been able to help other people. So October 29th, 2019, I brought my son to school here just like every other day. We walk in, I drop him off, love you bud. He walks into the school, into the playground. He makes about 100 feet. And then he turns around and he says to me, or he puts his finger up like this, like, hold on dad, hold on 1 second. So he puts that finger up and then he turns around and runs over to me. And he gets to me and he's in tears. And I'm going like, what are you doing? He's like, I can't do this. And I said, you can't do what? I can't go to school. And I'm thinking, oh, he wants to stay home, play Xbox, or he wants to do something. And all this going on where he just didn't want to go to school. What kid wants to go to school? Most kids don't. But he's in the first grade. He finally went from the little playground to the big playground, but he'd been going to school for over 2 months. And so what ended up happening was finally we figured out that he was suffering from some anticipatory anxiety and struggling with the anticipation of going to school. And so while we were going through all that, he went to school for 3 full days from October 29th until March 15th, 2020, when it was shut down for COVID. But during that time, I didn't just not take him to school, right? It wasn't just like, oh, you should stay home. You know, and to be honest, so I mean, I brought him here every single day. We came here, went through the whole routine every single day. He started getting like nervous and his stomach would hurt on the way to, you know, we dropped my daughter off in the car ride. He'd just be nervous the whole time. And we'd get here and we would sit in the office of the school for anywhere from 15 minutes to 5 hours. And part of the reason that I brought him is I've never been through this type of experience before. So my thought was, what am I going to do? What is CPS going to come take my kid because he's not going to school? You know, I felt like an unfit father, all that stuff. And I finally got him. So I brought him here because there's cameras. Like if you look around the school, there's cameras all over. And that would document that I brought him to school. We just couldn't get him in. And it was very difficult. It was definitely a tough time. But I mean, as I'm sitting in the office 5 days a week, not the office at work, but while I'm sitting there for 15 minutes to 5 hours sitting in there, I mean, luckily I was able to write a couple offers while I was in there. I became friends with the secretaries and they're, you know, give me high fives when I got an offer accepted, and they were excited about that. But what I realized during this time was that, you know, what if I didn't have something in place that would help me, another revenue stream that would help me while I was doing this? I'm not talking about tens and twenties of thousands of dollars a month and hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. I'm just talking about money that was coming in, giving me an opportunity to continue to do what I was doing and continue to do what really mattered, which was be there for my son. Imagine if I didn't have that in place, and my wife works too. So now what if both of us were working and then we had to get to a situation where maybe I had to quit my job, or I had to quit, or she had to quit, and then we had to, you know, end up fighting about finances and things like that. All this stuff that can happen that could have been because I didn't have just one thing put into place that helped me. And that's why I'm so passionate. Stories like that, I've heard other stories, countless stories of things like this, but that's my personal story. And that's why I'm looking for people that are looking for that type of balance and that type of opportunity in their life, the same that I want, and the people that want to share that as well. And that's why I'm not getting on here to giving you my pitch about, hey, we can give you this many leads or that many leads. It's not about that for me. It's about connecting and aligning with the people that are wanting to build something bigger. And that's what I'm looking for. People that want to build something bigger, and people who place their family and family time in that's the top priority in everything they do. So if that's you, if you are the type of person that wants to, make others better, build others, contribute. My goal is to connect, collaborate, and contribute. The 3 C's that I run my business by. And if that sounds like you, definitely click I'm interested and let's have a chat. All right. Thank you for your time. And hopefully you learn a little something. Have a great one.